Okay. Hi guys, I thought I would do a little fabric haul that I got. Two different things. I got this bag today at the Goodwill and yard sale. Last weekend, my friend had a booth and she just gave me these scraps that were left from her stuff. So I just wanted to open them up and look at them on here and see what we got. So I went ahead and I opened the Goodwill bag I got today. So I thought, okay, it wasn't bad. It's all Joann's fabric. This piece is about 2 yards. Now it was washed. Somebody meant to use it, but they just didn't. So that's a nice piece. Pretty spring fabric. That was in this bag, and this was $3. So there's a piece of this sparkly stuff that'll make good bling for junk journaling. And this is a panel for 2 pillows. And they're really nice. So that's one panel. The pineapple. I'm not sure if it's all in the frame or not. And the other pillow is a tree. So that'll make 2 pillows. I'm not even sure if you can get the panel things anymore. So that was cool. A small piece of organza. Brand new. They had a ton of this fabric. They had it broke up into different bags. This is just one that I got, and I didn't open it to see. It feels like, yeah, it's polyester. So I'm not sure if I will use that or not. And then piece this like satin, little scrap. And this piece I opened, and it was still in the wrapped up, so it was brand new. Somebody bought it and didn't use it. And for $3, I thought that was a pretty good buy. If I had known that, I might have picked up maybe another bag of the scraps that they had for $3. That's a good deal. So I got that at Goodwill today. And I'll set that aside somewhere. And so last Saturday, like I said, a yard sale, and my friend had a booth. It was like a community sale. And she just gave me what she had left. And this was I think that's Mulan. It's a yard of that. And then, let's see. I'll open this one. This is all Pioneer Woman fabrics. Just scraps. So I wanted to take a look at what was in here. Let's see if I have scissors. Cut this bag open and we'll see what we got. Oh, strips. Beautiful. She must have been doing a quilt, and this was just her strips that she had left. And it works perfect for my slow stitching which she doesn't do. She knows that I do. So it was the end of the day and she just gave it to me. So I was blessed. Very, very pretty. I love the vibrant colors in her fabric. Well, and her dishes and everything else. So makes nice little bits. Okay. And then I'm assuming these are just maybe a little bit bigger scraps of the same thing. Yeah. There's that. Oh, this has birds. Oh, that's pretty. Little larger strips. Very pretty. And all coordinating. So, oh, I lost the bag. Okay. That's strips to go with those over there, that size. Oh, yeah, and that's just some solid. Some more bird. It's very pretty fabric. Fussy cut some of these flowers out. Oh, that's cute. I like this. And that's quite a bit. So, and then just some little solid bits. Let's see, she had, yeah. Oh, that's a pillowcase that she was using. Recycled fabric wherever you get it. Okay, so that's that bag. I gotta send her a thank you card. Wow, that's great. Let's see. So there's another bag. Okay, where did she tape it here? Okay. So just a little piece of muslin. Some purple, green plaid, solid, some more, well, some squares. Put those in quilting blocks and some strips of that. This pretty green. Cute. It's like, it looks like old flour sack pattern. Like that. Oh, Christmas candy canes. Let's see. Some gingham. I have so much gingham. I have I must have a thing for buying for buying gingham patterns when I see it, because I just, I didn't realize it until I was sorting fabric one day, and it was like, boy, I have a lot of different gingham. Did not realize I had as much. That pattern looks like it's out of the 60s or the 70s. Looks like it reminds me of linoleum flooring. Okay, and just a little bit of this burgundy. Oh, and some green. So there's that bag. And one more bag, and it's not as organized. It really is bits and scraps. This one I think she really did intend for me to have. A while back, and I never went and got it. Yeah, it's not pressed. They're just, she had been saving things for me. I guess I got a bonus with the other fabric. And some pink polka dots. That's pretty. Let's see. Oh, there's some more of those squares. Yeah, lots. See, these are just, this is definitely the stuff you want to slow stitch with. Just tiny bits. And that's a starter piece she had. That's a bit of flannel. I like that. Some more of that burgundy. And that's a piece of flannel. There's some more strip of that fabric. Oh, she made, that's not a craft-a-lunch, that's the cat attacking my desk here. Okay, sorry about that. Where's tractors? Well, it looks like I'm going to have to set my iron up and press some of this out and see, sort it by size and see what goes where. There's a rooster. What will just go into my slow stitch basket, and what might work in some quilting. Ooh, I like that. That, a big piece of that. Oh, I could just see an apron. Oh, makes me think of my granny. She was one of those who definitely wore her apron in the kitchen every day. Some little circles. I'm not sure if she was doing some applique bits. Those are a little bit small for making a yo-yo. Would make a really small yo-yo. I could try, but they would really be small. More of that. Let's see this. Very pretty. I like that. There's another rooster. Another square. Yeah, these are all of her little quilting bits she just wanted to get rid of. Cluttering up the space. When you can't do it anymore, it becomes a chore to keep up with, and we all kind of know that, and we have to de-stash and either put it in a sale or give it away. Yeah, this will be like a whole day of sorting through and pressing and trimming bits down. That reminds me of a man's tie. Okay. I definitely see why it was just kind of shoved in there, because it's just bits and bits and bits. And I will definitely have to get that sorted through. But just perfect for slow stitching. I'm working in the Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I've been making one. I've been posting my photos on Instagram, but I thought I would do a flip of putting it together. I haven't finished my April block quite yet. I kind of lost my little bag with my stitching in it for a few days. It was just misplaced around the house, and I found it, and I've been needing to get a larger book to make the cover. And at the Goodwill, I did get a book today that I thought, oh, it's perfect size to tear apart for the book. My original size was an old Reader's Digest cover, and it was just a little bit too small, and it was sticking out the edges all around, and I thought, no, it's not going to work, so I'm going to have to find another book that I can tear apart and redo the cover. So I got a book today at the Goodwill. No interest in it. It's a newer book. The subject has no interest for me. So we come home, and my mom's looking at, I got a couple other books, and my mom was looking at it, and she goes, oh, well, I'd like to read it. And so it's just kind of, surprised me. And I thought, okay, so now I'm going to have to let her maybe read it, or I don't think she'll be able to read it if I just take the book text out and let her read it. I got to keep it whole. So, this is the book, and I laid my journal on top of him. And I think this one will work. So, anyways, I will. So I just have to maybe let her read that book if she'll read it and not just put it in her to be read stack, because she has a large to be read stack of books already. So anyways, I thought I would do a quick flip of my Journal of Stitchery so far. And I've got pages that are sewn in. The pins are holding the two sides together for the way I've put it together. So this is my cover page. And I didn't do the sampler the way that they did the sampler in that Rachel and her sister Sarah showed. I just wrote down the stitches and I did them into a stamped off a image, and I just did a little sampler in some red work of some of the stitches here, and I intend to do another one. It'll be at the back of the book. I just haven't found the image yet that I want to stamp and embroider. So this is my January page with the bunny, and it is stitched to my page, but I'm going to come back in and put a little lace at the top and the bottom, and just a small lace, and I haven't got that yet, so I haven't stitched the back and front of the page together yet. This is my February page, the fancy flowers, and my March page, which was the butterfly. And then so here, in here, and this is some of, well, like I said, I'm not finished, but I've done a little bit more on my April page, and I need to get him finished. I've just been really overwhelmed with things to do, and some days I'm just walking around like a zombie. So for those of you who don't know where I'm at, we lost my dad to cancer in March, the end of March, and so the last 2 years we've been just full-time caregivers. We didn't get hospice in time, and so it was just kind of the last month and a half, it's just been really overwhelming. So lots to do, lots of business to take care of, and then there's just days where you just kind of walk around and you just don't know what to do, and that's kind of where we're at. So it feels really good to be able to get back in here into my craft room. The stitching has been so therapeutic for me, because the last few months, starting this, in January, those were the really hard days to leave his side. We had to be with him 24 hours a day to help him do everything. And at least the stitching, I could pick it up and take it with me from room to room, and it was just easy. You get a little thread and your needle and your scissors and your needle book, and you just carry that wherever you could go, and you can sit on the couch, or you can sit in the chair, just sit at the table and do a few stitches, and it was just perfect. Grab my basket with my little scraps in it and just take it with me. Sitting in chemo, I could stitch. and it was just easy to carry. And so it's been so therapeutic. I haven't been able to do any junk journaling, but I want to get back into my journaling. But I have really appreciated this project. And so really thank you that I found it, to Rachel and Sarah for putting this out there. It's been very, very helpful for my situation. I love it. And I love to embroider. I've embroidered for many years, but it's one of those that you pick up and then you do something and then you put it down and you stop embroidery. And then, you know, you might do something else a little bit. And it's been a stop and start all my 30 something years. And so I appreciate the project. I have an extra page in my book. This, of course, will be May. June, my last sampler, and then the back page. So I think I have room to add something else. And that's my Journal of Stitchery. This is very simple. I was a little nervous. That's why it's very simple and basic doing this when I started. And I wasn't sure where I wanted to go with it. I tried to do the tag project last year by Handmade by Anne. And I just couldn't finish it. I did about half the year and I had to stop. And I was really concerned that I was going to drop this project too. So I didn't want to put tons of effort. But as I went along, I enjoyed it so much. And it's really nice that this is basically just half a year project. But I'm loving it. And I almost wish that it was a full year. Because it's one that I think I would finish. So that's where I'm at. These were a couple of little doilies I picked up at the yard sale at a different booth. I think I know there's a tag on here, but it wasn't that. I think that was like, for both of these, I think it was like a quarter. So these are together. And this one, there's a little tiny stain here and one little worn place. Oh yeah, one little tiny worn place right here on this pretty doily. So I got those also. And that's what I've got lately. I know this is probably a long video by now. Thank you guys for sticking around and listening to me ramble. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you would like to see more. And have a good evening. Bye-bye.